A poem is something which we create from the moments, and very soon that creation is what remakes us. A poem is then created and creates. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. The truth of lies. I think of truths and lies and the domiciles they seek, how truths hide when they hurt, how they withdraw if they could break. I think of what's wrong and who decides what's right, and how binary is the warden of every prison I'm held in. When the world is a seamless grey, every other shade is but a lie. But what's the truth of an untruth? What makes me say no to who I am? The hiding place from where half-truths come. My secret, my sorrow, my pain, that nook which frightens me no end. I steal my right to know myself. Others are bereft of what haunts me at night. I skirt what frightens me the most. I'm not brave to face what I fear the most. I will learn someday that truth is a flight from penumbra to light, from the man scared to show his scars, to the child I can be to the world. There's innocence in truth. It makes others reveal their wounds. There's innocence in truth. It makes others reveal their wounds. The biggest truth of lies is also the most uncomfortable. We tell lies to deflect our truths not only from others but from ourselves. If we are sensitive to ourselves and our worlds, we find a twitch in our conscience. If we are inured and leathered and layered, we ski over the thinnest ice with complete elan and disregard. What makes us tell lies? Of course, when truths are uncomfortable, if we are revealed to be perpetrators, when the charter of accountability is much greater than the act's payback. More debilitatingly, when we wish harm onto someone or are not ready to reveal the truth of what we are. Ensconced in the thin layer of a lie is the desire of image or deflection. So much of what we are is predicated on what we say. We naturally believe each other, and to lie is to create an image of ourselves or others which is skewed as per our own warped imagination. What of the discovery of an untruth? We are intrinsically innocent to believe, which is also why when our trust in the other's truth is broken, it is nigh impossible to put it back into a pristine state again. Lives change with one untruth. Battles are won or lost, relationships sustain or don't, courage is found or varnished. But what does it do to the perpetrator of the lie? From time immemorial, the hauntings of lies have destroyed men as they have not been able to see their own ugliness in the mirror. A man with a conscience is a man forever vulnerable to truth's perpetuating call. Because that's what it really is. Truths are never clarion calls, they are never drum beats. They lie quietly as facts, without squealing, without prancing. But away from the deflection, away from the glare, they grow in size and stature, as prosaic as fact, as quiet as an ambush. And when they are revealed, they unwittingly explode, besmirching the ones who ignored it, wounding the ones discovering it. What about people who boldly ignore ramifications of revelations, who start and end from an instinct of self-preservation or self-aggrandizement? When they embrace untruth with aplomb and carry it through with bold disregard to anything and everything. We all know such people. Bold, brazen, ballsy, likable people too, powerful ones often, but purveyors of stories, perpetual liars, often carrying it as a pathological disease. Is there an Armageddon for them, a final retribution, something which brings back the balance to truth? Much as we might wish for redemption, the fact is that the world celebrates the bold, people who can get away with anything if they are brazen enough. It is the nature of the beast that with aggression one can hold on to one's lies and ward off truth's gentle assertions. Liars persevere, they even prosper, they find their suns and preen in their shadowless brightness. We can wish karma to find them at some point, but that is in the air and often wishful thinking. Truths and lies are personal choices. Their ramifications can torpedo targets or self-annihilate, they purveyor. If people can risk relationships for a simple lie, then possibly there is a backstory and they were victims first. If they can risk reputations, they are probably blasé in thinking that nothing can destroy them. Either way, a liar is risking a lot with no line of sight of the harm he creates, wittingly or unwittingly. What the worth of a lie is often sought to be found in the value of its intent or its history. Like everything else, it is but a reflection of every person's own and personal integrity. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you were listening to Uncut Poetry. Did you know that I've started a newsletter called The Uncuts? It's a weekly and it is full of grace and music and art and poetry. Get the link in the show notes. And did you like this episode? If you did, you must share it with someone you love. And why not follow Uncut Poetry on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Gaana, JioSaavn, Google Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts so you don't miss a single episode. See you next week.